Good morning, Year 5. It's Mrs. Mehebi here again, and welcome to day 2 of your reading. So we're going to continue to look at The Greatest Show lyrics of the song. If you've not watched the video, I suggest you do that again. Yesterday we looked at the first 5 lines and we did book talk for them. And today we're not going to look at vocabulary yet, we're going to look at the rest of the song. And I talked you through in quite a lot of detail yesterday, just these 5 lines and my annotations. I'm going to talk you through the rest of the song, but I'd like you to annotate it and perhaps think of a few more of your own ideas. So let's just go through this first bit to start with again, just to recap. So we think it's a show about to start, and we've got the ringmaster talking. Ladies and gents, this is the moment. So the moment probably meant the show, and it's special because you've been waiting for it. Been searching in the dark. We talked about maybe you've been dreaming or looking for something you couldn't find. Your sweat soaking through the floor. And I said perhaps that means the anticipation and the excitement and the nervousness and the thrill of something that's a little bit dangerous. And buried in your bones there's an ache you can't ignore, that long for wonder and excitement. Taking your breath, stealing your mind. And again we said that was the entertainment part of it and the thrill. And all that was real is left behind. And we said that real life doesn't matter, and you're escaping from the boredom and the normal life. So what we're going to do now is look at the rest of the song, and I would like you to write down your own thoughts, interpretation, wonders and feelings. You can either do it as an annotation or you can just write them all in your science books. I will read it through just to help you out. So we've got don't fight it. It's coming for you, running at you. So what are we calling it? What does it mean? Don't fight it. It's coming for you, running at you. So it could mean the show. It could mean your desire to actually go to the show. But why would they put don't fight it? Why would people be fighting against their desire to go to the show? I'm thinking about what type of people were in this show. There were different type of people, and what did society at that time think about them? It's only a moment, it's only this moment, don't care what comes after. And I've heard about living in the moment, so maybe it's all about thinking about now, living for the now, never mind tomorrow. Your fever dream, can't you see it getting closer? We've got this word here, fever. Fever makes me think of someone who's ill, who's got a temperature. A fever dream could be a very vivid dream. And it reminds me a little bit of that line further on about the sweat, the thrill and the anticipation. Maybe the dangerous bits where you see people throwing fire and you're not sure if they're going to get burnt or not, or the trapeze artist who could fall. Just surrender, because you feel the feeling taking over. So we've got don't fight it here. We've also got just surrender. Surrender means give in, because you feel the feeling taking over. So what we're surrendering to, is it the show? Is it our desire to go to the show? It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. We know fire's dangerous and it spreads very quickly, as do floods that are quite dangerous and take everything over. So we've got some alliteration there too. Fire, freedom, flooding. It's a preacher in the pulpit and you'll find devotion. So a preacher is someone that you trust, someone that you listen to. You'll find devotion. The devotion is the loyalty. Something breaking at the brick of every wall it's holding. So this makes me picture a wall being broken down. Maybe this is something brand new, something we've just not seen before. All that you know. And then it ends with this question. So tell me, do you want to go? How does that question make you feel as a reader? Do you want to go to this show? And then it tells us a little bit more about it. Do I want to go where it's covered in all the coloured lights? So again, we've got this word coloured here. What do the coloured lights represent? Where the runaways are running the night. So the runaways, who are the runaways? I've heard the phrase run away and join the circus. Impossible comes true. It's taking over you. So impossible comes true. So when you watch things like Britain's Got Talent and you see magic tricks and people performing, a show like the circus makes the impossible possible. Oh, this is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. Oh, this is the greatest show. So the sun can't stop us now. So the sun normally means an ending to the night, but it can't stop this show. It can't stop this dream. Colossal, we come, these renegades in the ring. So quite a few words on this line that we can explore. Colossal. Okay, so I know that's a word that means big, but why choose the word colossal? We come these renegades. A renegade is someone who goes against the norm. And the ring, in the ring, we know the circus is done in a ring, where the lost get found in the crown of the circus king. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. It's blinding, outshining anything that you know. Just surrender because you're calling and you want to go. Then we've got a bit of repetition here. So where it's covered in all the coloured lights, where the runaways are running the night, impossible comes true, intoxicating you. So that's interesting, intoxicating. What picture does that paint in your mind? What word does it mean? If you're intoxicated by something, what sort of feeling do you get? Oh, this is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. Oh, this is the greatest show. So we've got lots of repetition here. What effect does that have on the reader? And again here, we've got everything quite a few times. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. What's the difference between something you want and something you need? And it's here right in front of you. This is where you want to be. It's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need. And it's right here in front of you. This is where you want to be. This is where you want to be. This is the greatest show. So that's most of the song. I have cut a little bit out because it does repeat quite a lot. What I want you to try and do is annotate as much as you can with your own thoughts and ideas. And I'll be back again tomorrow and we will look at some of the vocabulary in a little bit more detail.